man, it's your friend in frequency, Novena Carmel, here with you on Morning Becomes Eclectic. And I'm excited and honored to be joined by an artist who many, including myself, consider to be one of the greatest contemporary vocalists. Fellow falsetto phenomenon Philip Bailey has said he uses his sound or his voice like an instrument. And if we didn't believe magic was possible here on Earth, we'd think perhaps it's an instrument crafted on another planet. Please welcome to the Annenberg Performance Studio at KCRW, a man whose creativity knows no bounds and inspires imagination in us all, Bilal.
Thank you. Wow.
Welcome. It's great to have you here.
Oh, it's awesome to be here. What an introduction.
Just speaking from the heart, truly. And how are you feeling, first of all?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
hmm
I know you've been doing some shows, but you also said that you were relaxing in Hawaii, so you're all recharged and ready, right?
Yeah. Very, very relaxed.
Very relaxed. I feel like in general, I've been noticing an overall relaxed vibe to you in the last few months. Maybe when you released the music video for your single to your new album, Adjust Brightness, Sunshine. And I was watching the video and you just looked like so joyful,
Oh yeah.
so happy, sunshine embodied. Have you been sort of feeling that way more lately? Like more light, more grounded? I don't know. There's a different essence from you, Bilal.
I don't know. I don't know. I've just been enjoying myself more. You know, uh, just trying to not really think too much.
That's good. Just feel more than think.
Yeah.
Uh, I was looking back on the memories of first discovering you, and then was shocked and sort of mortified to find that your debut single came out 25 years ago. Because I was like, I was already an adult listening to that, so that's a long time ago.
Man, it was that long ago?
Soul Sister, you released it in 2000.
Woo.
Yeah.
I only remember how old this music is when I see my kids. You know? Like, my music is as old as my oldest son, and he's a grown man, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That's an interesting way to track time. I was also thinking about where I was when I was listening to your music and when I first discovered you for myself. And it was at a time when I was going to a lot of musicals with my grandfather. And I remembered one of the things that I thought you reminded me of in the best way was like a character in a musical because there's so much. I mean, obviously, you have so much range in your voice and you can sing anything, but just being able to have a range alone is not captivating enough. A lot of people can sing notes, but there's so much character, and I found myself laughing and feeling like I was in this whole universe. And the storytelling also of you, I felt like I was in that story that you were creating. And I know that you started singing when you were really young. You were the choir director of your church when you were like 11 years old, right? But I'm curious about where the character comes from because it's so unique and special.
I don't know. I think it for me more than anything is just the presentation of the music. You know, just watching. I guess comes from growing up in church and the performance of the preacher. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's a whole performance. When I was young, our preacher he used to do the same. He used to work his sermon up to the same shtick. You know what I mean? At the end, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had the James Brown robe. He throw it off and drink a little bit of orange juice. I guess
Whoa.
it always captivated me. I guess
Do you remember what his name was?
Reverend Hodges.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. So he was a real showman then.
Yes, consummate.
And you have your new album out now, Adjust Brightness, which is
Mhm.
really beautiful. And also, as I was revisiting your various albums, I remembered, like, when you first came out, people were like, "What is his style? Is it soul? Is it neo soul? Is it R&B? Is it jazz?" And I was like, "It's none of that." Like, we were trying to figure out what you are, but you're just you this whole
Yeah, I
time.
don't even know yet.
Yeah.
I just make music, you know, and It's just the story of my life, and it grows. The music grows with, I guess, whatever I'm on. You know,
Mhm.
and I like to just think of it like art now. Right now, I'm in a place where I'm just kind of making music like as if I'm a visual artist. You know,
Mm. And
so
you
it's just
also are a visual artist, right?
yeah.
In
So,
painting?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to just make everything kind of mesh into one thing more and more.
What were some of the, things, maybe the visuals or the sounds that you were inspired by in this new album?
Hmm. In this new album, a lot of it was kind of just stuff that I didn't expect, like or didn't know was going to happen. I call them like beautiful mistakes.
Mhm.
Like we was just coming up with a bunch of cool accidents, and then being like, "How did that happen? Keep it," you know. And then we just make something out of that, and that's where the whole painting thing comes from because it's just like throwing stuff against the wall and
Mm.
seeing what uh I guess the creator or creation like turns it into, and then you just kind of like start chipping away at it from there. So
Yeah. And I mean, it also, I remember when you first released the single Sunshine, I was reading about it and it said you were inspired by folks like Stereolab and Jai Paul. I was
hmm
like, "Ooh, this album's gonna be good," because it felt like it was a little bit of different inspiration, perhaps from the past.
yeah, I mean, I got into just a lot of electronic and all of this stuff I've always been listening to.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, it's just maybe something will happen, and then I'll be like, this reminds me of this kind of a feel. And
Hmm.
then you look up and it's like, oh, we done a ton of electronic sound and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's nothing like I say today we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just kind of over the years checking out so much stuff that stuff's just starting to come out um osmosis,
Hmm.
organically. We just start playing around, and because we all everybody I'm working with, we kind of come from the same type of information base. It just kind of locks in.
Wow. You've collaborated with a lot of people. I mean, you even when you're not releasing albums, which do take a little bit of time,
hmm
you're collaborating with a lot of people in between. I mean, you started out as a quote unquote soulquarian with like Questlove, J Dilla, Erica Badu, all those folks. And you've also collaborated with Sarah, Kendrick Lamar,
hmm
Kimbra, Tweet, Beyonce, Mac Miller. That's just the tip of the
All the
iceberg.
greats.
All the greats. Do you have a favorite collaborator?
I always say Dilla, because that was like the introduction of everything for me. I was so young and just Um, some of my first times even being in the studio
Mm,
was going in the studio with Dilla, going in the studio with Amir and Poiser.
yeah.
So man, Dilla working with him, you never know like how the beat was going to come
Mm.
about, and it would happen so fast. Like
Yeah.
you just be like, you got to be paying attention. So that I learned so much like little cool stuff that I still do to this day. With Dilla, like Dilla could drop the needle anywhere. He don't even know what he's going to do, and then he'll
Mm.
hear something out of that. And that's the whole thing about the beautiful mistakes. It's like
Yeah.
he would just show up and just like, hey, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make the beat right now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? From scratch.
Wow.
So,
Woof. You also are going to be playing alongside Georgia and Muldrow
woo.
at the Troubadour, which is coming up this week. That's tomorrow night, live at the
Yep,
Troubadour.
tomorrow.
Bilal, along with Georgia and Muldrow. Can you tell folks how special Georgia and Muldrow is?
Oh man, Georgia is just a genius. Um, from just her voice, her singing voice, her energy, um, then her musicianship as a producer is
Hmm.
just incredible to watch. I met Georgia way back. We went to school together
Oh,
at
wow.
New School. So I remember we used to play at it's a club that's shut down now in Brooklyn called the Up Over Jazz Cafe. Me and Rob used to kind of book some of the gigs. And man, we used to just have these nights of just full on creativity, just do whatever you want to do.
Mm.
And Georgia would just go up there and just do some of the most incredible
Mhm.
on the spot type
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah. Similar to Dilla in a way of just being able to
Mm-hmm.
create something on the spot.
Yep.
Well, we're really looking forward to the show tomorrow night at the Troubadour, Bilal, Georgia, and Muldrow. And now we're going to get a little taste of what that is. But get your tickets if you want to see the whole thing. We're here on Morning Becomes Eclectic. Bilal, thank you so much. It's 89.9 KCRW.